Wasn't going to do a video on this, but I'm in a mood. Let's poke at the new Blade upcoming reboot, shall we? Hello everyone, I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, Harvey. Here's where you guys are just gonna cancel me. You're gonna complain. It might not my viewers so much, but the randos that might. Oh, who am I kidding? YouTube suppresses this content. If you guys do like it, subscribing, you might have a slim chance of, even being aware that my content might show up at the homepage. Who knows? I also stream on Twitch. I have Twitter, Patreon. If everybody in my YouTube subscriber base just donated $1 a month to Patreon, if they can, if they're able to, if they feel my content is worth it, I should say. If you guys do enjoy my content enough for a quarter a week, that is at least 2 videos every single day, at least a video and a stream every single day. Pretty much, sometimes 3, sometimes 4, sometimes more. And you will have direct access to me. That's beside the point. We're going on a tangent. We're going to rip into Blade. Yes, we are. We're ripping into this Blade reboot. First up, we have some news, some reports of a writer. Stacy, I'm not going to pronounce your name. I don't care. If you're going to cancel me for not pronouncing your name, then you can get bent. Don't really care anymore. Watchmen writer is hired for the Blade. First off, the Watchmen reboot I heard was terrible. I heard it went wokier than thou in a heartbeat. Why? I heard it was nothing but just reminding you of why you're bad based on how you were born or the color of your skin. And what's even worse, now we're using this crap. We're using a lot of, I'm not even going to read all of this. The real article, this is the one you wanted to see, the Bounding into Comics one. Only black writers are being considered for Marvel Blade's film. Well, we already have a writer, but let's face it. These movies are done by committee. These movies are done by team. Pretty much anybody that I hire to write the thing is basically just filling in the blanks of the story that's already pre-approved by the studio. It's already laid out. We already have the direction. We already have where it's going. But this is where it's really, really offensive to me. Shouldn't writers be hired on the merit? Shouldn't we be hiring people focused on the quality of their stuff? Because when you're hiring somebody from the Watchmen reboot, the TV show, that wasn't very well received with fans, was it? I keep hearing people ripping that one a new one. So you're basically telling me that this is a movie that is only focusing on the color of the skin of the character, that is only focusing on their experiences and their racial issues, and that frankly nobody else can actually write from that perspective. Nobody else can write and put themselves in the shoes of anybody else. Nobody else can experience or have any way of empathizing enough to be included and for a film to be inclusive of that. And I just wonder if this trickles down into the audience base. I wonder when, because I'm kind of the point where when I see this shit, I'm like, well then, if it's for a certain crowd of people, if it's for a certain demographic, and I've been told this entire past year to know my place, stay in my lane, only speak about issues that I'm supposed to be speaking about, well then, as somebody who cannot help the color of my skin or the way I was born, what am I going to get out of this other than just another lecture about how I should feel bad? If that's what we're seeing, if that's what they're seeing. Because this is what I see as a bigger picture of the entire past year of bullshit we've been suffering through and dealing with, just in general, in the whole, know your place, stay in your lane, it's not for you, don't speak of such things. Well then, if it's not good enough for me to comment on, and it's not good enough for me to partake in, it's not good enough for me to be a creative source behind the scenes of, then my money isn't good enough for you either, right? Is that it? That's where we're at with these things. If I'm not good enough as a viewing audience member, we're basically to the point where, all right, if you're going to be complaining about the isms and the phobias, you're going to have to give me a real solution about what you need done that's going to fix it. What's going to put everything past this for once and for all? If you don't have a solution to that, then I'm done. I'm done talking about this crap. I'm done engaging you on social media. I'm done supporting your projects. I'm done being somebody who would normally want to be an ally. There's nothing wrong with diversity. There's nothing wrong with being inclusive. But unless you have a proper solution about what we can do, to actually fix some of this for once and for all, then I'm out. Because there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can say. And you know what? My money's not good enough. I will just go and put my money on something that you just think is Islamophobic just because, well, that's all you think of me. That's all you think of me. You don't think I'm good enough as an audience member even. That's what we're really getting to. You don't think I'm good enough as an audience member? Fine, I'm not going to watch it. I just won't watch Blade. I didn't watch the first one either. You know why? Because vampires were done to death and I wasn't a big superhero person in the 90s. Still really not. I'm more of a Star Trek person. And I deal with a lot of this woke crap. So you know what? Fine. I will just take my money elsewhere because I'm not good enough for you. I'm not wanted. I'm not welcome. You don't want a solution. You don't want me to fix anything. You don't want any resolution. We don't want to fix this, do we? No, you don't. You don't want to fix this because if you tried to fix any of this, then you wouldn't be able to hold this over the heads of the people and manipulate people into submitting. That's all we're at. I am Mecha Random 42. F the Blade reboot. I'm not watching it. I'll see you guys in the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.
Coming soon, the romantic comedy breakup movie that you've all been waiting for. Harley Quinn, the Joker, in the movie that Birds of Prey director Kathy Ann didn't have the talent to make. Theirs was a romance that was hate at first sight. Trust me, no amount of therapy will ever help these two. Watch as they passively aggressively try to kill each other at every turn.
Come on, Puddin', do it!
Love truly means never having to say, I'm sorry. Don't miss Harley Quinn and the Joker in An Affair to Dismember, the romantic comedy that you deserve. Only on HBO Max.